W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Invisibles by Susie Bauer, narrated by Jaimi Barbakoff. For Charlotte and Amajit. Survival can be summed up in 3 words. Never give up. Bear Grylls. It is when we are most lost that we sometimes find our truest friends. Brothers Grimm. The Land of Magics. Before. Merlin sat back in the rowing boat as the oars splashed and dipped, splashed and dipped. Beside him on the seat, his pen scribbled busily in his diary. High above in the cloudless sky, a flock of plump pink pigs flapped past on gossamer wings. A winged fish leapt out of the sea sky, close enough to touch its shimmering scales, and performed a loop-the-loop, scattering drops of sea sky over Merlin's face before diving back down into the water. He leant over the side of the boat to watch the fish streak to join its flock, darting like a hummingbird through the translucent blue. Far below, at the very bottom of the sea sky, water clouds drifted. What would it be like to be that fish, to live in the sea sky, free to leap and play? More fun than being a boy on his way to Library Island for yet another boring lesson with a pile of fuddy-duddy books. Merlin turned to stare behind him once again, far across the sea sky, to where the dark shadow of an island crouched at the edge of the horizon, almost buried in heavy cloud. It seemed to tug at his eyes like a magnet. Had it always been there? And if it had, how come he'd only noticed it a few weeks ago? "To me," he ordered his diary and pen, and they floated into his hands. He shoved them into the pocket of his cloak and focused his attention on the oars again. "Row on," he told them. "Row to Library Island." And the oars obeyed him. Merlin lay back, his face to the sun. The boat slid past his friend Vincent's place, the wake from the oars sending tiny wavelets slapping against the wooden stilts which anchored the little house in the sea sky. There was no sign of Vincent's rowing boat. He must have already set off for Library Island. Merlin smirked. Vincent's magic couldn't make the oars row for him. He would have had to row himself across the sea sky, which meant sweat and sore arms. None of the others had the magic of command, and the more he practiced it, the more powerful he felt inside. Ahead, Library Island shimmered like a mirage.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?